Tom slightly.
Oh, I can move over.
Or that.
No, you're out of screen.
There.
Right.
No,
We are
now I'm
live.
fine.
Oh,
Perfect.
you're good there? Okay, good.
No, I'm fine.
Most
Here I am.
excellent. We are live. We are recording. And here we go.
Welcome to the Tom Bernard Show with...
Co-host Catherine Brandt.
Andy Brant Bernard.
And Kristen Burt.
See, the family's all here. Friends are all here. Everything's good, right?
Right.
Yes.
No one?
Did you talk about the woman in cabin 10 yesterday with Kristen?
Nope.
No.
We tried to watch it, and Netflix was glitching so bad that we had to abandon ship.
Yep.
It's so weird.
It just kept glitching and glitching, and I checked our internet speed. Everything was just absolutely fine. Went to other streaming services. Everything was streaming great, but Netflix just would not do it.
Did you try again yesterday or?
No, you didn't really like it, right, Tom?
No,
I
I
thought
like
it was
this.
pretty good. I would have
Well, you guys do
I
whatever
would
you
have stuck
want.
with it, but it was just so. It was. I haven't seen Netflix glitch like that for a long time.
Yeah, usually
yesterday-
Peacock is the one I always have the problem with, but
Which
never
one?
Netflix.
Interestingly,
Peacock.
Oh,
yesterday, Melissa came over and dropped Ethan off because he had to go to a thing that was close to here, like right after the show.
sure.
So she dropped him off, and we had like a 45-minute period before we had to leave. So we went upstairs to watch If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, which is on Amazon, whatever it's called, Prime Video.
Right.
Prime.
Yep.
We start watching it, and it just won't load at first. It just did the wheel forever. So I unplugged the TV, plugged it back in, and it worked. And then halfway into the episode, all of a sudden the TV kicked back to like the home screen of the television and just repeatedly tried to load it, crashed until I unplugged it again.
Really?
Huh.
And I've heard, I think someone in the chat yesterday said, Margaret said that Microsoft was having an issue, and I heard that AWS has been having issues lately too.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's servers all over the place that are just like breaking.
I'm actually waiting for the massive internet outage. That'll be a terrorist strike. It's going to happen at
It's
some
going to
point.
happen.
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kristen Bird Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Now, I did a survey yesterday, Kristen, but I'm sure you didn't see it because you didn't respond.
Survey says.
I didn't get a survey. Where
That's
was
what
I
I'm
getting
saying. Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I just sent you a survey, but you didn't respond, so I can respond now.
You didn't send me one.
So Catherine and I, don't be such a baby. Catherine and I watched, what's the name of the movie again?
Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Legend of Sleepy Hollow. We'd never seen it.
The one from like 20 years ago?
With Johnny Depp.
Yeah, no, we watched that. I remember watching
we?
it as a kid. Yeah, on
I
TV.
didn't remember any of it.
I don't remember anything about it, but I do know we watched it. That's all I can tell you.
It was really good. We did. We both thought-
Star-studded cast, big producers and directors. It was quite the epic show.
So then I did a survey because I said, I haven't seen him in a long time or whatever, but God, Johnny Depp's on this very handsome man and all the rest of
He
it.
looks like he's 10.
So I didn't really do this, but I told our audience, I asked Catherine, who do you think is more handsome, me or Johnny Depp?
Well,
Didn't ask me. Johnny Depp is your type. You think he's really handsome.
Oh, he's
I think
very
he's
handsome.
okay.
I think
My
he's kind of
type.
gross. I'm going to be honest.
Do you really?
Well, this Johnny
That
Depp 4.0, yuck-ish. Yeah.
The current version with barely any teeth and
Yeah.
his alcoholic alleged tendencies.
Yes.
Really?
And
Greasy hair. He
greasy
looks
hair. He
horrible.
doesn't look like he bathes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's
just-
not supposed to be a delight behind the scenes. So
Yeah, I could tell.
I don't know how old he was when that came out. Can you look that up, Andy?
That was a long time
Because he
ago.
looks like
20
he's
years.
10.
Yeah, he does.
And was it Christina
he's 10.
Ricci? Ricci?
yeah,
I
Christina
think.
Ricci.
Yeah, she was in it. She looks 100% different as an adult.
Yeah, she
so
does.
she had to be very young in that.
Let's
Yep.
see. Sleepy Hollow came out in 1999. Johnny
99.
Depp born in 1963, so he was 36.
He was 36
He
years
was?
old.
God, he looked
Yep.
so young in
He
there.
did.
He looks good until he didn't.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Nice.
it eventually catches up to you because he was a big
Yep.
partier. So
Yeah.
Well, you know what's weird about that? You bringing that up because there was also a special on, I think just before or just after Sleepy Hollow, about all of these Hollywood legends that died of alcoholism. There was an
Yeah.
entire
Yeah,
group
well,
of them.
that's-
That and
It's
drugs.
unfortunately
Drugs too, yeah.
common. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt about. But I didn't realize some people. God, who was the legendary actor walked out on stage to do like Hamlet or something and died right on set? I mean,
Oh.
it was a live performance though. It wasn't like
don't
a
know
shooting
who
for a
that would
movie. God, who the hell was it? He died right on stage.
Hamlet? Laurence
Lot-
Olivier? Did
lot
he
of-
croak?
Well, it's those guys.
That
It's
kinda
that
guy?
era. It
Yeah.
is that era. Yes.
I
Definitely.
mean, there is an actor who died during a performance of Hamlet
Okay.
named Richard Burbage. Wasn't quite that era because he died in 1619.
There he is. 16,
Just
A few years
Waiting.
ago.
Yes, it was semi-recent.
God, I can't believe my 500th birthday's coming up because I saw it live.
No wonder he died. He was a little moldy.
I'm only 500 years old, not that big a deal. But yeah, I don't remember who it was, but yeah, there was an entire show on how alcohol destroyed Hollywood because they all turned into
Yeah.
raging alcoholics.
And now where Gen Z barely drinks, we won't
Yeah.
see
But
that as
there's-
much.
it's right
It's
here.
so interesting.
Yeah, but they're smoking dope like crazy and they're doing
Well,
dirty
I think
drugs.
it's the fentanyl that'll get everyone in the end.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, you spotted something, Andy?
No, I've heard many times that Gen Z isn't really drinking much
No,
for whatever
they're not.
reason.
Yeah,
Not
and
having
it
children either.
impacts, like, you think about it, but it impacts restaurants big time because,
yeah.
Big
you're going
time.
out and you're ordering
Yeah.
water, maybe a soda or iced tea. The markup is so
mocktail?
different. A mocktail.
Those
which
are
they do
expensive, though.
charge. Yeah, they charge a
Yeah,
lot for those.
they charge a lot for a mocktail.
Oh, God, yeah, they
20,
sure
25
do.
bucks for a mocktail.
I know, it's insane.
And you're like, it's juice and seltzer.
Yep.
Yeah, why don't you just have a Coke?
Well, I mean,
That's
it's
fine.
like it's not
Less
like
than 30
a lot of
bucks.
cocktails are terribly expensive either. I mean, a lot of them they use like if you don't say anything, like if you just order a gin and tonic, they're going to use rail gin, which is what $20 a bottle.
Yeah.
So I mean, the upcharge is extremely huge on all alcoholic beverages. at
Well, if you
restaurants.
think about it, you have to, those liquor licenses are not cheap.
That's true.
And then you have to have extra insurance for having a liquor license. And then you've got to have a bartender and you've got to have people cleaning the glasses. And it just, I mean, it's a big expense just to serve alcohol. So they have to make,
You've got to
A
make
good-
your money somewhere.
yeah, they
Yeah,
do. They have
yeah.
to.
It's like
And-
the movie theaters. Popcorn is the markup. It's like 2 cents for them to
Right.
make popcorn. They're going to give you, $8 for a bucket.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. It's interesting because I don't know. It seems like the younger people are loving to go out to dinner. They love to post that they're going to the latest, greatest, fanciest restaurants.
Right.
But if they're not going to support them by buying, a bottle of wine or cocktails, I don't know how long restaurants can maintain because they don't make a lot of money off. I think it's like maybe 8% is food profit.
Yeah.
That's not
And
big.
With people cutting back, just budget wise, and then, you have restaurants, the overhead in terms of like rent, commercial rent is still very high.
It's crazy.
It's why cities are seeing massive restaurant closures. I don't blame them. I mean, how can you stay in
Right.
business?
Yeah,
That's pretty
I like
interesting.
Dave, hams $20 for a 30-pack. There you go.
30-pack.
There's your
Yes.
cheap way of drinking. Bring a 30-pack to the restaurant.
Yeah, I'm almost wondering when it's going to become trendy to, cook and do the dinner parties again. Like when you guys were in your teens, all
Yeah.
of our friends were having dinner parties at their
Yep,
house.
I
You didn't go
remember.
out to a great big huge
Right.
extravagant dinner except for once in a while. You mostly went to people's houses and had dinner parties. People just don't
remember
do
that
that
all the time.
anymore. People don't even have dining room tables anymore
Yeah.
or matching silverware.
Dining rooms oftentimes aren't even built in a lot of homes now. It's just
Our house
kind
doesn't
of
have a dining room.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
right.
we've got like that open space in the middle of everything. We put our kitchen table there, but it's more like an extension of the kitchen than a dining room. I would
and a
never have a
living room.
dining room if I didn't need to.
Well, that's what's going to happen, though. It's going to become trendy again, and then everybody's going to have a dining room.
Yeah.
Well, I think now, like in my house too, like that I grew up in, we had a formal dining room, we had a
we did
formal
too.
living room, we had a family room, and
Yep.
we had a rec room. So
Yep.
they were all had different purposes. And I'm like, it sounds insane now to have those rooms.
Yeah, our house we've basically always had that sort of thing. Every house I can
Absolutely.
remember growing up in, well, I guess I grew up in 2 houses, but both of them, we had the dining room and we had like the
Yep.
other place that the family just ate, like the kitchen table. And yeah, we had the separate living room, which was separate from just like the main
Well,
area. And
like I
yeah.
said, though, when you're having a dinner party and people are bringing their friends and their kids, well, then they can go downstairs and play in the rec room.
Yep.
It actually it makes sense if you're having people over, but people
Yeah.
just don't entertain like that. They just don't.
Yeah, it's true. I used to have people over all the time, and I don't really do that now. It's kind of crazy when you think
Right.
about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would always host at least one dinner party a year, and haven't done that in a while.
Right?
It's a lot of work, like a lot
It
of
is.
work. We've been having young kids' birthdays, and that is a lot of work. Like, geez, we had a 1-year-old's birthday last month, and it was like, I got up, I turned the grill on, and I think I turned the grill off at like 1 p.m.
Yeah.
because I was just like grilling the entire time for all the food, for all the people. Meanwhile, Melissa was putting up streamers and balloons and stuff like that. It's just like for a 1-year-old's birthday party, which isn't that big of a deal, it's a solid 6 hours of work just to get it going. Now, if you got a dinner party going for 40, 50 adults, it's going to be 3 days of work just to make it happen.
Yeah.
Who's got the time?
I understand why people now just go hire the taco truck to like roll on in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just pay for that, and then it rolls on out with all of the mess, and you're like, great, we're all set.
Yeah, everyone's so casual now. I mean, people just bring something and then they just take the dirty dish home, and you don't really have to do that much, really, if
Yep.
everybody just pitches in.
Except downtown. We should make that report because it was just revealed last night.
Oh, yeah. More
Really?
great news for Minneapolis.
More great news for Minneapolis. Per capita, the most rat-infested downtown in America.
It
No
said
way.
no.
Nope.
Orkin
That's what I looked. That's what I looked at.
Said
Compared
that
to
it's-
New York City?
Yeah, worse than New York City?
no,
way.
per capita. We're talking.
What I read was Orkin said that Minneapolis is now one of the top 10 rattiest cities
That-
in America.
That I can
Okay.
believe.
But I
Because
don't know
New York
about
City's got to be number one per capita
Oh, yeah.
and total amount and everything.
Well,
Every way
When
you
the
can
rat's
measure a
hanging
rat,
out with you while you're waiting for your subway.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You don't
and
see
they're
that
the
in
size of
Minneapolis.
cats.
I mean, I lived in Minneapolis for a while and I never saw rats.
No, this just happened.
Well, it's because of the
recently.
homeless encampments. That's why.
Yep.
There's garbage
Oh.
everywhere. Massive,
that's-
massive piles of garbage.
I would say also, too, probably empty commercial spaces as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When they're
that's
just sitting empty, they often get
Yeah.
neglected, and then the
Yep.
rats make their way in.
true.
They
Yep.
sure do.
Yep.
Never thought I'd see that. It was
You.
such a clean, wonderful downtown area when I was a kid. I'd go down there, right up until I suppose I was about 30. Catherine and I, since the announcement was made, 5, 6, 7 years ago, Catherine and I have not been down. We have not been downtown in 5 years?
Oh no, we've been downtown. We've been downtown.
I don't. Where?
Have you?
Well, we went to
Have you done Holidazzle or?
no,
No,
Holly
we haven't
Dazzle
done-
is closed. They're not
They
having it
closed
this
it.
I
year.
thought it was called something else though, and they were
Whatever it
bringing
is,
back.
it's not. They're not having it.
Yeah, they changed the name and then canceled it, I think.
Oh well, that's
Yes,
a bummer.
exactly. Oh, you can't have anything
Oh,
nice in
there's
Minneapolis.
no way you could have that downtown anymore. There's just
Holidays
no
are
way.
canceled 2023.
And-
2025. Oh, yeah, Downtown Console says it's just over.
Yep.
It is. It's
Holidazzle
over.
and Aquatennial are both indefinitely shut down as
That's
of
so
just 2 weeks
And
ago.
the University of Minnesota just announced that they're not going to host any more high school graduations either because of that the shootings
Right.
outside of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Downtown high schools.
Yep, your culture's just drifting away with every crazy person
sad.
doing whatever they want and getting put back out on the streets.
I just watched, speaking of crazy people, last night I finally watched The Perfect Neighbor, which I know a few of your listeners have definitely watched on Netflix. And it's about the woman who kept on complaining about all the kids in the neighborhood playing on a lot that was next door to her rental. She had rented an apartment. And she wound up it just reached fever pitch eventually. It took place like over a year and a half. And all of the footage from the documentary is from police body cameras because they had come by this neighborhood that many times because this woman kept complaining. And the kids were only playing touch football. I think it started to reach probably, everyone was starting to irritate each other a little bit more as the time went on. But the neighbor took one of the kids' iPads. And the mother came over to the neighbor and was like, you have to give my kid's iPad back, and was like banging on the door. And the woman shot her through the door and she died.
Oh my
God.
God.
Yeah. And it was a whole look at the stand your ground laws that I think it's in 35 states is what I looked at after the documentary. But it was really interesting to see that because of stand your ground, like homicides have gone up because of it. But oftentimes it's difficult because it becomes like a he said, she said, or in this situation, it was she said type of situation.
Well, did
As
the
to whether the
person
person
looking-
was going to be convicted. And the neighbor actually was convicted because the judge
good.
said you didn't act out of fear, which would be stand your ground.
Right.
You acted out of anger because it had been 18 months of this situation going on.
Right.
Well, did the woman that was knocking on the door for the iPad, was she armed?
No, she was not armed. And I think
can't do
people
that.
looked at it like the jury looked at it like it's four little kids who two of this woman's kids witnessed their mother getting shot. I mean, it is devastating to watch how this all played out. And this woman, I think, was not mentally well to begin with.
No, I'm reading her story, and she had a very bad upbringing, and she was like,
Well,
apparently she was like throwing roller skates at the kids.
That was the final time,
God.
that final incident. She threw the roller skates to the kids, grabbed the iPad, went into her house. And you could see like the police were trying to navigate a situation, kind of towing the line on both sides. But they started to understand it because they were like, listen, this is a waste of our resources to be coming here once a week. And the neighbor who owned the lot was like, these kids are only playing touch football. I want a neighborhood where kids are playing touch football instead of out causing mischief, which the cops agreed with. And it became like a real issue until it reached a fever pitch. And it looks like maybe the cops should have been somehow de-escalating that situation. But, what could they have done? They were probably waiting for something to happen where they could do something.
Are
If
we
no
gonna?
law has been broken, then what can they do?
I know, but are we going to get to the point where we're going to have neighborhoods that don't have children for all the children haters out there? Are we going to have children-only
always-
neighborhoods where they can play
know.
and people can use the parks and
Children
homeless
or
people can't
non-children,
move into it? I mean, are we going to have to get so segregated to feel safe? And I mean, I'm sure the crazy lady who hated kids just thought that this was the worst thing that ever happened to her. I'm sure it just triggered her like crazy every single day. And wouldn't it be better for her to live in a no-kid zone?
You would think so. I mean, it was so sad. And I always think, I don't have kids. So, it's like, but we've had situations where we've had twins living like in a condo across from us, and they would run up and down the hallway and their mom would be like, I'm so sorry, because they'd knock on our door. And I always be like, hi. But I'd actually rather that because it means that there is living in the building. Do you know what I mean?
Right,
Like people
exactly.
are thriving. We have a pool, and I like in the summer, because we only heat it from like May to September. I like in the summer hearing like the kids jumping into the pool because it means that the building is thriving instead of just this quiet dead zone, which I don't think is good for anyone.
No.
Yeah, we live in a very large building, and we've gotten a few emails from the management that have said there's a woman that is now only allowed to be in her condo and come down and get her mail. She cannot use the common spaces. She cannot be out in public because she is causing so many people distress. I mean, they've actually told her, sorry, you can't use the pool, you can't use the party room, you can't be in the gym, you can't be anywhere.
Crazy.
Yeah, the whole rooftop. No, can't use it because she was just such a monster. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you do with those people. It's not like you can just throw them in jail or, I mean, it seems like you should be able to do something like a 30-day mandatory treatment or something. People are so nuts There's that
So
horrible, horrible woman that has a podcast. What's her name? Jennifer something?
A lot of those.
Oh
I
my,
was like, who? I can name about 10.
oh my God. All she
That's
does
true.
is, she called Riley Gaines a twat.
Oh,
I mean,
Well,
she's
nice.
just one of the most vicious, horrible human beings, and I'm sure she gets great ratings because she's
Oh, yeah.
she's
People
an
love
angry
that.
lady, and they
Yep.
just love angry people. But I mean, it's just like at some point, it almost becomes abusive to the audiences. If all we're going to do is be vicious and horrible to each other, it just seems like an abusive society to me. I don't like it.
Oh, it is, and I really really hope for the downfall of social media, to be honest.
Yeah.
We were
I
talking
know.
about it yesterday,
I know.
Andy and Tom and I said, what's crazy is that the political climate has reached the Dancing with the Stars audience in that they are all fighting each other and saying
Right.
really nasty things to each other,
Yep.
saying nasty things to the contestants, saying nasty things to the pros. And I'm like, this is all for a glitter mirror ball trophy, which has no significance whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And people
I know, but
are
do
being
the-
awful.
Are the contestants out there spewing their
They are not. The
Garbage?
contestants are just trying to dance. They're just trying to waltz. And the pros are like fighting for their lives. And
I just
the
wanna
pros are
waltz.
fighting for their lives, and they're like, I am literally just trying to, like, next week's like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame episode. They're like, I'm just trying to do like, Jailhouse Rock, and the fans are. I mean, it's atrocious. It's atrocious.
It is. It's terrible. And then the stuff that really, really seems to matter, or the things that are really horribly happening, like in the Sudan and all that, nobody's even talking about that.
Nobody cares.
You don't see
No.
the politicians talking about that.
They're
It's all
fighting
about-
over Love Island. They are fighting over Dancing with the Stars. It's insane when you watch all of this. And everyone has a hot take. And I'm like, please let social media just die in the next year. Please. Because it's not helping anyone. It's not helping politics. It's not helping tech. It's not helping society. Doesn't help entertainment.
Unfortunately, people just can't handle it.
Yeah.
that's
It's
really
just,
sad.
it's really, really sad.
Yeah, go out and play touch football instead of.
Have
Well, when
fun.
they tell you to touch
Shit
grass,
posting.
this is what we mean. Like, go out and touch grass.
Exactly.
Realize we're all just living in the same world instead of just your world. Is that basically the idea?
Well, I think that's what happens is they just get into they get into their pods on social
Yep.
media.
Sure do.
Did you hear what they said? Did you hear what they said? Rah, 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 rah.
Yeah, I actually just blocked. I don't even know who it was. It was an anonymous account, but I was literally talking about Dancing with the Stars and just how the hate has reached a fever pitch, and they're like, "But you are blah blah," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, you are on my page and block. You have 2 followers. I don't even care." Like, but
Yeah.
because it's like, why would I want to subject myself to this? And I'm like, this is Dancing with the Stars. This is so stupid.
It is really stupid.
Well, to answer the question, though, do you think people are getting crazier by the minute?
I think we have a mental health crisis in this
We do.
world,
no
not
question
just this
about it.
country. Yeah, but I really think too, it's like, what are the resources? Like in watching the documentary, The Perfect Neighbor, like what are the resources in terms of like being able to de-escalate a situation?
Mm-hmm.
Because law enforcement can only do so much. They can't just
Right.
like randomly like commit someone. They're an adult, and it's
I know,
yeah,
but it's the same people over and over again.
over and over again. Exactly.
So, I mean, even if you de-escalate one situation, doesn't mean there's not going to be another one in 2 hours.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, and it's like the person that lives in that building that can't use the, the common areas. Like, how many times did it have to happen before you're like,
Yeah.
sorry?
Yep. No, that's really true. Yeah, it's one thing I really never have, owned up to, but I suppose in a way, I got lucky having a psychotic father. Because I know what to do around those people all the time now. I've known it since I was a little kid.
Yeah. Stay
know,
calm and agree with everything
Yeah.
they say.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly. And then go, I'll be back in a couple of hours. I'll see you later.
Oh, geez, is it
I'll
that
bring
time
you
already?
a cake.
Honestly, that's an experience, though, at 7 years old, walking into a building and your father's behind bars wearing, what are those things called? Those vests?
Straight
Straight
jacket?
jacket.
Straight jackets, yeah.
Those vests.
He didn't look good in a straight jacket, I gotta be honest with you. So
Not a
the
good
whole
look.
world, what's that, Andy?
Not a good look.
No, it's not a good look.
You know, it is a good look. It was the almost $1,000 completely destroyed Balenciaga jacket.
Oh yeah, what was that?
You should
all
look this up. It literally is so torn up. It looks like it has been in a homeless encampment for 40 years, and this was taken out, and somebody washed it and said, "Here's $1,000 jacket." I mean, it's just destroyed. Like, you can zip it, but this whole side panel is ripped out.
Oh yeah, it's literally called the destroyed jacket. Apparently,
And it's sold out.
Of course, it's sold out.
Just, you can just talk people into anything. You
But it's
really
like when
can.
ripped
Yeah, that's-
jeans became a thing, and people are like, "You're spending $250 on jeans that are ripped."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It becomes
You can rip-
fashion after a while.
Yeah, you can rip your own old jeans. You
Let's
don't
see
need
if
to
I
buy
can-
them.
can find a good picture of this.
It's
gonna
the I'm
take a
poor
bit.
look. I don't know. I don't know what the look is supposed to be.
Is it a coincidence
Yeah.
I'm wearing jeans today for the first time in about 3 months?
Those are actually khakis.
Oh, they're khaki.
Yeah.
Aren't jeans khakis?
No.
Oh, they're not?
Jeans are made of denim.
Oh, denim and khakis different?
Yes.
Okay.
Khakis are khakis.
I'm in a khaki
All right,
world.
I'm going to share this. I'm going to present the tab here.
Okay.
Share screen. There it is. Share. Did it work? Yes, it did.
Oh,
Oh.
now it's working.
So that's
Well,
the
maybe.
side view.
Oh, there's the
Oh, I
look.
saw the one in red.
Sweet.
Got hit by a bomb in the back.
God. Yeah, it looks like. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
It
Oh.
literally
It comes with pants. If I had only known.
That looks like something Machine
Wow.
Gun Kelly would wear.
Yeah.
MGK would totally wear this.
Which
Yeah.
one? The old one or the new
The,
one?
the
that's a good
shredded outfit.
No, I'm talking about MG Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly is the
not the
current
not the
rapper.
gangster.
And yeah, these are like $2,000, $5,600 for the whole outfit.
$5,600.
Oh, for the whole
$5,600.
look. Oh, I saw one that had a short crop jacket for
Wow.
1,000.
I
That
can't
is
take this world much
MGK
longer.
would totally like nail that on the red carpet.
that's awful.
I know.
Why?
It looks like you were in an internment camp. It's not.
Well, it looks like you got hit with a,
Respectful.
like you were like a bomb blew up behind you. That's what
Yeah.
it looks like. And I think that's what it's supposed to look like. But it's like
Yeah.
I don't know. Get yourself some tannerite and make your own outfit like that for
Well, I have a
$100.
question. Because this terrifies me, and the reason it terrifies me is where I grew up. They said unless you dress properly and act properly, you're never going to get anywhere. If you think that kind of clothing, that guy's going to get anywhere, I don't
Well,
think so.
Well, he's just a
$5,600
model.
though. It's signaling wealth at that point. It's not. It doesn't make wealthy people think you look bad. It makes them think that you are as wealthy as them because you are. Because only a rich person could afford that.
Well, yes. Anybody that buys that outfit is traveling around in circles that know
Right.
what it is.
Exactly.
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
And that's like a red carpet outfit. That's not like they're going out to Chili's.
So how do you know? Maybe they do go to
They're
Chili's.
not. No, they do go to Chili's. Chili's is having a moment.
Why?
So Chili's is like one of the hottest fast food restaurants out there because
Really?
they made their value menu. They made a lot of their appetizers go viral on TikTok. So people actually go to film their meals at TikTok. At Chili's now.
Chili's.
Of course
But-
they do.
But they're doing well compared. They're smart though. They leaned into it. They created a value menu. People are showing up because they know
That's
that they're going to
good.
get good quality food. They're going to get a burger for $10 with French fries and a drink. And
Instead
know
of a
what?
$45 burger.
well, how about going to McDonald's? Sometimes you're like, I just got a burger and fries, and that was $12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know for
And you-
McDonald's.
You're going to get a better burger at Chili's, at least perception wise.
Yeah. Well, Wendy's, they're not that expensive and they're really good, in my opinion.
We don't have a lot of them out here, so I think that's probably why we
No.
don't hear about Wendy's that
Yeah, I
often.
think Wendy's have good burgers, in my opinion.
In terms of like the bottom of the barrel fast food places, they're at the top of the bottom of the barrel. Yes.
Top of the
No,
bottom.
I think
we have
Wendy-
In-N-Out
Wendy's and
burger here.
Culver's. Wendy's and Culver's have good burgers.
I wouldn't call Culver's at the same lowness as the others though, because Culver's is like a rung above that because it's a lot more
Yeah.
expensive. So I mean,
Oh, is it?
Is
yeah,
it?
absolutely. Culver's
Oh.
is you're not going to get food at Culver's for anywhere near what you can get at Wendy's.
Oh.
I have a question. And I didn't do this on purpose. I just realized this probably 6 months ago or something like that. I haven't eaten at a fast food place in at least 20 years, maybe longer. And it's not on purpose. I just don't go to those places anymore. I don't know
Makes me
why
sick.
that happened.
Wait, you don't eat at Chipotle or?
Nope.
Well, it's the one thing about Florida becoming, so populated and a lot of areas it's just money is coming down here, is that you used to have these wonderful little seafood shacks, that
Yeah, not
were just,
anymore.
hardly had walls. And you go in there and you could get a great seafood dinner for like $12.99 and a beer, and you'd leave for like $22, and those are almost all gone. You can hardly find fish on a menu anymore that isn't crazy expensive.
Yeah.
We're surrounded by water.
Yeah, it should be the most affordable thing. It's like when I lived in Maine, it was like $1.99 a pound for a lobster.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, they're practically crawling out of the ocean and
Yeah,
jumping
they're
on
just
your
hanging
plate.
out there.
What if you leaned toward the ocean and covered, cupped your ear, you could hear all the lobsters going, Kristen, your half hour's up.
Clickety,
time.
clickety, click.
You have to go, Kristen.
Have to go.
So you got a lot of duties going on now, man. You get going all these different spots.
She's always been like that.
You even had to recruit your
busy.
husband to help you with the
Yeah.
work.
Well,
Oh
that's what
yeah,
I was gonna
he's
say
our
next.
official editor now at soaps.com. I got him to join us. We needed someone, and I was like, "Well, Bill's an editor, so yep, gets to join me on interviews and help record them, and then edit all of them." So I'm like, he gets to listen to my voice 24/7 now.
There you go. Now
Isn't that
you're
nice?
talking.
That
So
is nice.
lucky
Oh,
for
nice
him.
for him.
Well, remember we had him on the
Nice for
show.
him.
We had him on the show. He's a very nice guy.
He
Yeah.
is.
He is.
No question. All right,
He
we'll talk.
listens every morning, so.
We shall talk to you tomorrow.
Bye, Bill.
Hi, Bill. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yes, for Halloween.
Halloween, yeah. Coming up.
Tomorrow's Halloween.
Jude's going to go to a photo shoot in his little king outfit.
Oh, I can't wait. We better show that
Yeah.
photo tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't wait. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Kristen Bird Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. We'll take a break and be right back with another wonderful woman. That's your mom's a wonderful woman. Then you got Kristen's a wonderful woman. Who's the third wonderful woman?
Who could it be?
Who could
Think
it
about
be
it through the
now,
break.
Is it
since
Daisy?
it's Thursday?
We'll take a break and be right back and figure it all out.
From Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. What's up, Pally?
Oh, not much. Doing my usual thing of telling people they shouldn't be texting and driving. In Minnesota, you can't have your phone in your hands. You can use, hands free, but you can't have your phone in your hands for whatever reason. And that's why they made the law the way they did, so that police officers could see a phone in your hand and you got no excuse for why you got it there.
Do people know that that's the law?
I hope so. I mean, they used to follow it, and then kind of COVID kind of made people forget. And now it's like a freewheeling world out there with cell phones.
Let's say you get pulled over because you do have a phone in your hand and you're not watching where you're going. You got to be in pretty big trouble then, I would guess.
Well, the first one's not as bad. It's the multiple ones, the problem. And once people start stacking them up, then they have a big problem. And then what we're doing in car accidents is we've started bringing motions for punitive damages, because I'm trying to use the civil law any way we can to stop this, because it needs to stop.
Whenever I'd had any problems in my life, who was that I called again? It was like an MB, something like that.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Let me tell you about my bank, North American Banking Company. When it comes to banking, it's all about trust, and that's what you get with them. They've been around since 1998. They've always made it clear they're here to give you a better banking experience with a focus on the local community. And you won't be dealing with some AI chatbot. You'll get straight answers and quick decisions from real people that know you and your situation and are always ready to help. So, if you're tired of the big national banks and want something better, stop by and see my friends at North American Banking Company. Visit nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Uh-oh, look, she's rocking out from the house like there's no tomorrow. Do you work anymore?
No,
Working
I
right
didn't
now.
think so.
I've never worked a day in my life because
She loves what she does.
I work in radio. That's what Tom always used to say.
Yep.
Ooh.
Thomas Bernard.
Yeah,
I've
there
heard of
you
him.
go.
I'm in Montana too. It's only 10 a.m. here.
Oh, you're in Montana? What's
Oh.
in Montana?
Why?
Who lives in Montana?
My dad.
Oh, your dad? I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
he's
How's
not.
he doing?
He's not good. So we're
Oh,
doing.
no, I'm sorry to
Yeah,
hear
no,
that.
it's okay. It's actually, it was so funny because I was like, I needed like a little bit of like a hang time with my Tom Bernard crew. So I'm excited to be here. And I could sit on a table, but he has the cutest, or his wife has the cutest little dog, and so I'm trying to get the dog to come on camera because I know Catherine would love him.
I would.
Yeah.
Is it a Cavalier?
Puppies.
No, it's like a mini Airedale.
What?
Really?
I know, Gus. Come on, Gus.
God,
know
I
you're
haven't
not
seen an
getting paid, but come
Airedale
on.
walking around in years, and
Yeah.
we have many dogs around where we
We're
live.
down here, absolutely.
He's really camera shy. I didn't know that.
See?
Get a TREAT.
Yeah. Well, she's got headphones in, so I think we can say what we want.
Oh, okay. That's true.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
I've got JUDE right here.
Oh, that's
well, you got
fine.
headphones.
I can't say the word
You can't say
TREAT.
it, but I
He
can.
knows
I
FOOD,
I
TREAT.
haven't seen Jude on camera for a while. What's he? He's not licking the
Yeah.
couch anymore. What's
He's
the deal?
sleeping.
He's sleeping.
He was at doggy daycare for
4 or
I
5
don't know
hours.
4 or 5 hours the other day, and it that wipes him out for a while.
It does.
We
He gets
also
tired.
have another guest ready behind the scenes at the moment. We got Scott Eggert from the POWMIA Riders Association.
Oh,
Hello,
really?
Scott.
Scott, how you
Hello,
doing? Well,
everyone.
that's a good match because you're looking at a woman in Brittany there that, man, you served your country big time.
She
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
What-
well, thank you. Yeah, thanks you for everything you do. I'm so excited to be here for this segment.
Well, listen, it's great to be able to be here to talk about something that's extremely important to a lot of people.
Sure.
And listen, those that are still listed as missing in action for a period of time, it was kind of set aside, that if we don't talk about it, it doesn't exist.
Right.
Right.
And our organization put an emphasis on making sure that we remember those that are paying so much for us.
Yeah, that does make sense. Brittany, we're going to count on you here because this is your expert area. You know a lot more about this than anybody else in the family. So I love these conversations. I've always enjoyed. I suppose being born in 1951, by the time I was 5 years old, the Second World War was about 10 years in the past. So, but I've always been interested because for a while there, it was either the First World War, it was the Second World War, it was the Vietnam War, it was this war, and it just continues, war after war after war. And every time you turn into national news, there are always at least two countries talking about going to war with one another.
I know.
It's like, what?
Just
know,
the
right?
state of humanity, I
What
guess.
is that all about?
It's inevitable. It's a circle. It's
It
going to
is.
come around.
Yeah. Why such hostility?
Well, there's, in my belief, and I don't know what you think, but I think it's over two things: power and religion.
Yeah, and the power is money, obviously.
It
so
is.
It's basically money and religion. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. And what I love about it so much is there are different, and look, I like Democrats, I like Republicans. If you're extreme, I don't care for that. But if you just, do what you do and all the rest of it. But there are people now that are pulling such a scam on both parties, it is unbelievable. You got all the money in the world, but you somehow, I really care about the people more than anyone else. You lying sack. I mean, Jesus. That part bothers me a lot. They actually use ill feelings against other people. They don't do it themselves. We go, oh, they shouldn't have done that to you, but you should probably give me $100. I don't know what that's all about. So, Brittany, what do you think? I mean, are people seem to be, and I'm asking everybody on the show, all four of you, I have never seen people so hostile, and I'm 74 years old in a week
Yeah.
from tomorrow.
Isn't it crazy? Yeah, I think
they're
there's
hostile.
it's a lot. I mean, maybe because most of my 20s were spent hanging out with you, Tom, is that like
That ruined your life.
you
yes,
ruined my life,
Yeah,
obviously. I mean, look at my horrible life I have.
Sure.
But no, I just think it's anybody who's extreme anything makes me uncomfortable.
Yep.
I think where I fall, like if you were to ask like what party I'm involved in Nordstrom's. That's where all my
Sure.
money goes.
Yes.
So like I kind of laugh where I go, anybody who comes in strong about anything, I go, do you like what that's just, it's too much. It's too, I can't deal with that.
There's my lovely wife, God bless her. She's been with me for 35 years. I don't know what she's thinking.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you
that's
this.
same.
She said, Scott, here's the best part of our relationship. You're not red. You're not blue. You're
Right.
red, white, and blue.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, it's about us making a difference
Right.
and coming together.
Do you, because my view of this might be 100% wrong, but this is how I absolutely look at it. Exactly what you just said, that people out there that just want to live their lives and want to do all the rest of it. But boy, some of these people who are so over the top into money, it is unbelievable. So yes, like I said, I like Republicans and I like Democrats. But if you're some extremist wanting to harm other people financially or physically or whatever, I want nothing to do with you. Get the hell away from me, right?
Yep.
What do you want to harm other people for? I don't get it.
Well, I'll tell you, and this is, I had a great mentor. His name is Harry Eggert. He was a retired command sergeant major out of Minnesota. And he said, if you're going to do this and you're going to volunteer and you're going to start a non-for-profit, there's one thing you can't do. You cannot take 1 penny for your administrative or anything that you do.
Yep.
So I can tell you in 14 years, not 1 cent has been taxpayer and not 1 cent has gone to anyone that sits on my board for 1 penny that's gone out. Everything that we've done has gone into our mission and stay there. Not 1 penny.
You mean you're going with your heart and your feelings, unlike
No,
other people?
listen, it's a
Well, that's
passion.
great to know, and it's a
It
good
is.
thing for you to
Passion.
say, because there's so many charities that have been not doing
Yep.
that. So thank you for being
Thank you.
open and honest about that.
Well, listen, how could I tell the family of like Sergeant Allen Richard Lloyd? How could I tell that family that I raised $100,000, but 50,000 of it went to my expenses?
Yeah.
Right.
How can you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've already paid an ultimate. So it's you know what? You work a job. That's where I'm at right now. I work a job. That's what pays my bills. And everything else is because it's from my heart. And all the members that I have the wonderful opportunity of being a part of throughout the country, they too have the same thing. It's men, women, children. You know, we're all going after the same thing. Bring them home.
No question. One thing I would, because I'm a bit older than you are, I would warn you that when you do that kind of thing, keep your eyes open for people who are going to try to scam you out of some of that money by lying to you. They're going to try. Maybe they already have tried. Who knows?
Oh, they have, Tom. I'll say.
He goes, yep.
I've got some guys on our executive team that have been around the block. They have an extensive background in the military that I lean on to say, all right, is this guy full of shit or not? And my friend, you know, at the end of the day, you know, here's what I learned. Those that speak and speak so often usually are full of it. The ones that are quiet and sitting in the corner are the ones I want to get to know.
Okay.
And typically I have to, you know, you sought out that. And the family members are typically very, very quiet. And it takes you a while to get the information and do a lot of digging to find out this stuff. So, you know, you put a lot of value into that.
Mm-hmm. No question. Brittany, what's your take on all of it?
Well, I'm just so interested in the organization. So it's just to get the name right. It was the POW MIA Riders Association. If like, because obviously a lot of things you're saying are just so beautiful. Like what would you want somebody like me or our listeners to like? What do you like? Is the website? Is there an event? Is there something? Because when you say that 100% of your money goes back to veterans in this cause, I would love to give money. Like, how can I do that?
So it's powmia.vet.
Okay.
That's our website. You know, we do fundraisers all over the place, but the campaign is out there and it talks about this one gentleman, Sergeant Allen Richard Lloyd, from Vietnam, that we're trying to bring his remains home to his family. You know, when we started this organization 14 years ago, it was kind of an all-encompass, and finally, that Harry Kerr I was talking about said, "Hey, let's start with one, and work. You know, continue because you know." You put your efforts in. Let's put our efforts in, bring this one home and another one home and another one home. And so it really, that's where we're at right now. And we've worked with our, not only our local, but our state and our US to get us where we are right now, where they were doing the site survey and gathering information. We're waiting on those results as we speak. So I'm waiting to hear what was their discovery. And what do we do from here? What's the next steps that we can to bring that man's remains home to his family?
Why
So-
do you have to do it?
Well, that's a great question.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, why?
I like-
This doesn't sound like
like,
something that it shouldn't be
Yeah,
anybody's
Catherine-
responsibility. But
Catherine, thank you. Because I keep thinking, I'm like, so
Government.
if I would have died overseas, would my family not have my remains? Like,
exactly,
that blows
this is
my
nuts to
mind.
me. Yeah.
Boy, you guys, I'm telling you what, I wish I had you right here all the time. I'll tell you,
Well, you do now.
I'll tell you, here it is. It is that, it's out of sight, out of mind. It's that, okay, there's over 80,000, they're still listed as MIA. And
80,000?
No, wait, there's probably 40,000 of them that are at the bottom of the sea. Now, and that's just unfortunate. That's World War II, and that's where it is. But there's still over 40,000 that are from World War II today to present that are still listed as MIA. Now, many of those families, here's what's happened: age. I mean, I just turned 60. So there has been a lot of people that have aged out, because if we look back at the POW and MIA, that was very, very prominent and with Vietnam. And it was and then it just did this. It aged itself out until groups such as mine and many others grab it and bring it back into society and say, no. We can't forget these men who are still listed, and we need to do everything we can to make not only people aware, do what we can to bring them home, or make sure that we remember what that sacrifice was.
Well, it's still it's still irritating
Yeah, very.
to me, because we have a military presence almost everywhere.
Oh, sure do.
There's no reason why they couldn't spend some of their time tracking these people down.
I'll tell you what the current, and I'll say this: the current Department of War. I have to change that. So
Yeah.
the way that has worked, and the team that's there now are outstanding. I don't want to put a bad light on
Okay,
that.
good.
The amount of information and what they've given us. So let me go back here. So when we started, there was over about 84,000 that were listed MIA. We're about a little over 80,000 still. So when you think of that, in about a decade, 4,000 members came home to their families. And that's because of the hard work and the dedication that those men and women did. And I'll tell you, it takes all walks of life to make that work. Now, some of it is World War II, some of it's Vietnam, some of it's Korea, but it's been an outstanding contribution by many organizations around the country and the world to make this happen. So I don't want to paint a bad light on what's currently happening, because they're doing a great job. It took an administration and that back 10 years ago to get a person with a motivation. Some of our leaders, as you know, you get a guy that walks in a room and they're not motivated, you're not going to follow them. You get a man or a woman that walks in, they got some oomph, and they get in there. By God, you're going to follow them. You're going to get done. That's where they're at today.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. It still irritates me, though.
Yeah. What's the longest time that you have, like, how long ago that they went MIA to the time that you found their remains? Like, what's the longest distance between that?
That's a big one.
Because I'm assuming after a certain point, it just basically becomes impossible.
That's such a good
Well,
question.
so we call it
Yeah.
unrecoverable.
Oh.
So
Right.
if it is a circumstance that we have exhausted every source that we have, we call it unrecoverable. And then we had a gentleman serves back where we did everything we could, and to the family, we presented them with a plaque saying, we have done all that we know humanly that we can, besides calling God and saying, hey, what do you got you can give us to do what we can. And I think the family at that point said, we're good with all the work that went into it. So
Well, even
we
that
know
gives-
that's gonna happen. We don't want it to, and that's not
Yeah.
something that we look forward to, but it does happen.
Yeah,
but that
it's
gives
got-
them some closure, at least.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking,
Yeah.
Catherine. Like, at least there's somebody. Man, how powerful it is to just even have somebody in the room that cares, you know, or that will talk about it, or that look
tried.
into it. Yeah, that try,
Yeah,
and like
right.
it kind of brings those memories back of how important that person is, and maybe that's a healing aspect in itself.
Well, Margaret in the chat says that there's people from Korea that are still being located.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was a long time
Oh,
ago
yeah.
at this point.
That's true.
So
That is very true.
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah,
there's-
when a government closes down an area,
Yep.
and doesn't let anybody in to look, then
Yep.
what do you do?
So well, first of all, there's many organizations that are out there, not just mine, that may put an emphasis on an individual. So, and it can be from all conflicts, wars. Right now I'm focused on one from Vietnam, but she's absolutely right. There's Korea, there's World War II, there's all sorts of things that are currently under the discovery piece that they're doing. So yeah, there's POW hunters all over, doing a great job.
Wow.
I know in the World Wars, especially, I think World War II especially, there's a lot of people out there, remains out in like the Balkan states, that area that you just cannot get to because there's so many landmines still in there.
Oh,
Correct.
jeez.
And I've heard stories about people from that area. They're like, oh yeah, I live in a town and there's this bridge and you don't cross the bridge because every year or two, a tourist comes to our town and they cross the bridge and they step on a 100-year-old landmine and they die.
Oh, God.
And this whole area,
Oh.
we just don't go in because it's literally just nothing but landmines.
I thought
So
they could
if anyone's
sweep
remains
that
are
and-
out there, they can, but it's expensive and it takes a long, long time. Like, I don't remember how many landmines were placed in World War II, but it's some like astronomical number. Let's see.
Well, I know what they're doing now is they're using the infrared and they're doing
Yeah.
some other things that with technology that's amazing to locate those things and try it. But you're absolutely right. Age is one because you don't know, all right, how vulnerable are these things and how much are we going to put into trying to recover something that's so heavily populated by landmines and so on.
Yeah,
So
dangerous.
there is some safety concerns that do fall into those categories as well.
Just in the UK, there were once 2,000 minefields containing about 350,000 landmines.
Whoa.
That's
Oh,
just the
what?
UK. So I mean, imagine trying to demine that 2,000 minefields, and you got one very small country down. You got another 20 to go.
Yeah.
So
that's
these landmines, they're
nuts.
just there basically forever.
And if we've learned anything from Scott is like, who's paying for that? Like,
Right.
who's paying? You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Yeah.
Right.
We should probably take a break here. Be right back. You both could stay with us, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get treats for this dog because I will show Catherine
Okay,
this
okay.
cute
Well,
dog.
then-
I want to see this dog.
yeah, everybody wants to see the dog. We'll be right back right after this.
I'm talking with my friends Michael Bilski and Brad Huckle of North American Banking Company. Guys, business owners have had to deal with a lot over the last few years, haven't they?
They sure have, Tommy. We pride ourselves on being able to help our customers with the challenges they face.
Our business bankers are experts and are always ready to help our customers capitalize on opportunities and solve problems.
Loan decisions come quickly because they're made here in the Twin Cities and not shipped out of state like at some of the national banks in town.
This allows our customers to expand their businesses with confidence, knowing that they have our team of experts in their corner.
Okay, so now you give me this big thing at the end. Way to go.
Well, you are the professional.
Oh, I forgot.
Look, I know Brad and Mike, and I trust them with my banking. They've personally delivered on everything they've just said, so why not bank with my banker? North American Banking Company, a better banking experience, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to us. Your customers are listening to us, and they'll hear me promote your business. The Tom Bernard Podcast attracts thousands of listeners who are loyal, engaged, and ready to support businesses they trust. Our podcast has helped numerous businesses increase traffic, sales, and brand recognition. We're not just about ads. We're about results. Whether you're a local business or a national brand, we offer custom advertising packages designed to fit your unique needs and goals. Our audience spans multiple demographics, allowing you to target your ideal customers with precision, from millennials to baby boomers and everyone in between. With the broad reach of the show and passionate following, your business will see increased visibility and awareness, translating into more customers and sales.
There's a puppy.
Oh, there's a puppy.
Miniature Airedale. You're pretty cute. What's his name?
His name is Gus. Gus, come here.
Gus.
Look at his little tail. Come here, Gus. Come here.
He's like, I know you are.
I like the name Gus Gus. It reminds me of Cinderella. Gus Gus.
Look at his
Gus,
little
Gus.
tail.
Got a tail.
Like it's
How
not
many-
even real.
Horrible.
How many pounds do you think he is?
15.
I bet 15-ish. I don't know.
Oh, so pretty small then.
And he's super sweet. Yeah, he's funny too. But yeah, he looks like he's like shrunk down Airedale. It's wild.
Yep.
Are Airedales terriers?
Yeah, I
bet.
think so.
Okay.
I'd like to point something out. Out of the 4 males that are on screen, I'm the only one that can't grow a beard.
Yeah, Gus has got a solid beard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Oh, he is beard shaming you. He is.
Oh, Andy is. Everybody is.
I
This
could
is the
grow
way
one,
it is.
honestly, if you give me enough time.
I think they have pills for that.
Yeah.
I can grow a beard, but it's never gets very long, and it's real patchy, and there
You
are
would
big
not
holes.
look good in a beard anyway.
No, I wouldn't.
So, thank God.
Well, thanks, honey. Thanks.
You just
Mine
wouldn't.
is gray.
You just wouldn't.
It would,
Your
yeah.
face.
It's so wild to think about you with a beard, Tom. I'm not comfortable with that. No.
I've never seen
We'll
him
get a
with
fake
hair in my
one,
life.
and we'll get a fake one
Oh,
and put it on
oh.
and put it on the podcast, and we'll get votes. We'll take votes.
You know, I've talked about this in the past, because I was actually drafted during the Vietnam era. Then it turned out I had a hernia I didn't even know I had.
Lucky dog.
So yeah, I guess it turned
Yeah.
out to be lucky I didn't go over there. My brother served two tours over there. He's 9 years older than I am, and when he got back in the late '60s, I will never forget the people wearing the hippie kind of army jacket. You know, they take the army jacket and go hippie with it.
Yeah.
This guy, my brother Terry and I are walking down Hennepin Avenue. This guy thought he was gonna, oh, look at this guy. He just got back from the service. I can tell by looking at him. And my brother Terry looked at him and said, "Did you serve?" The guy goes, "No. Why would you think I served?" He goes, "Because you're wearing a U.S. Army jacket. That's why I would think you would serve." So here's what we're going to need to do. You're going to shut up. You're going to take that jacket off and drape it over your left arm, and you're going to walk past me, and this is going to be over, because otherwise you ain't going to like what happens. I will never forget that.
It's so crazy, Tom. I see people wear actually military stuff, like girls.
Yeah.
And it's funny because my brain goes to places because I've got some military jackets and I don't
Sure.
wear them casually, but I
Right.
kept like a couple little things that I'll like randomly look at or whatever. But I assume they serve too because there are a bunch of women that, and anytime I ask them, or men will wear these shirts that'll like say something where I'm like, "Oh, were you in the military?" And like, no, okay.
No, exactly.
Okay. And that's actually, I feel like that's fine. I don't know, but like, I think that I think about the people that came back from Vietnam and the amount of things like they got attacked. I mean, I never have experienced that in my life. I can't even
Right.
imagine. You're putting your life on a line and you're doing what you think is right, and to come back to a world where you don't even know why, like, people are just mad at you about it. I
Right.
can't even
Yep.
imagine. So no wonder Terry had all that, like,
Yep.
those feelings.
When they were over there, they weren't hearing the news broadcasts and reading the newspapers and seeing all the movies being made about them and that sort. They had no idea what was going on over here because at the time, it's not like you could just like go on Google and be like, "What do people think about me?"
Right? Yeah.
One thing I gotta confess to is I'm feeling a lot of anxiety thinking back at all of I lost like 7 friends during the Vietnam era.
Ugh.
That's, they kept shipping them home, and we'd go. I don't go to funerals anymore just because of that.
Yeah.
I just don't. The funerals, well, if it's closed casket, I'll go. But I'm not going to
Will you go?
it's just
Will you go to mine? Because I feel like people are going to be really bummed if you're not there. They're going to be like, "Where's Tom Bernard?"
Yeah, because you're only 50 years younger than me, so that's a real
Yeah, but I live a
possibility.
dangerous life.
I live a dangerous life.
You never know.
Exactly.
She's got that attack dog right next to her.
Right? I got Gus.
Gus.
Do you think?
So Scott, we have a question for you from the chat from someone you may know named Terry Bothan.
Oh, Terry Botham.
Yeah, he joined our chat and he said we need to hear the story on how Sergeant Lloyd got his nickname, Baby Jesus.
Oh well,
That's a big nickname.
It is. Well, and I'm sure, Brett, we get our nicknames in the weirdest ways.
yes.
Mine just happens to be Padre, and I'll go into that a lot later at another time. But so Sergeant Alan Richard Lloyd was a Special Forces SOG, And so he and his group at the time were going back out into South Vietnam. It was right on the border of Laos, and they were going to do a recovery mission. And one of the things that at the time they were under heavy fire, and one of the guys in the Huey was really like, "Good Lord, is God on your back? What the heck?" And they're getting hammered. And they get back after their first attempt and bringing a couple of other guys back to the base. And he's like, I don't know about you, but I got baby Jesus in the back of this thing. And I'll tell you, he's missing everything under the sun. Hence his name, Baby Jesus. And he had that all the way through. Now, a picture of him, I wish I could pull up a picture of him. But if you Google Alan Richard Lloyd, I'll tell you what, you look at him, he is Midwest, blonde hair, blue eyed. You're just like, oh my good gravy. There's a lot of other things I could have nicknamed this guy, but yep, Baby Jesus.
I've heard that the worst thing you can do in the military is try to force yourself to have a cool nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to get one.
Stories
No, you'll
in
never.
the Air Force, they all want to be called Ace. Or
Yes, no, it'll
infantry,
never
they all want
happen.
to be like Reaper or something like that, and it's
Oh Lord.
they're just going to give you the dumbest nickname in the world
Oh.
if you try to make that happen.
Oh, it's going to get way worse. Britt, what was yours?
Oh my God. Well, Tom's given me my most sticky nickname that's ever existed. I've got, Brit's the cute one. Quitney's the real one. I get called
Whitney.
Quitney constantly because I've quit many jobs, including KQ like 5 times. But then in the military, my last name's Hagen, so I get called Hag a lot,
Hag, yeah.
which I was the only woman, so that made sense. And then and then Gypsy. I get called Gypsy all the time because I would like sleep in weird little places, and I'd be like, "Oh, drink this." Like I was their medic, so they'd call me like Gypsy, get over here.
Yep.
So
Not even Gypsy Queen?
No,
They should've
God,
put the Queen at the end.
see, you should have been there, Tom.
I
Give
should've,
him
I
the
should've.
Dancing
Then you
queen.
put that song right behind it. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Every time she walked in, started playing the music. That'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
I know.
So I do have to tell you this, though, fortunately, we still have Alan's sister that is around this area, and she has been a big part of our committee and our promise to trying to help Mary and her siblings who are still alive as well, try to retrieve their brother. So there's a lot of, as you know, there's a lot of passion behind there, and every meeting, every month I get to sit across the table, I got to look at her and go, yep, we're trying to do everything we can. Trust me. We're gonna keep rattling these cages and kick a lot of doors open to get this going. So, yeah, it's a heartful one. It pulls at you.
Are you happy with the way people are responding to what you're trying to do?
Very,
Good.
Minnesota,
Good.
we're so, it concerns me with the how things are in society, but the patriotism in Minnesota is something that is
That's
just
wonderful.
incredible, right? I mean, it's, from the Patriot Guard to, oh my gosh, to the Legion
Right.
Riders. I mean, you can go on and on and on, right? There's so many organizations when there's a call to action that people just jump right in and say, how in the world, can we help and do that? And that's why I love living in this wonderful state. I want to get us back to a better place in our state, but it's a wonderful state when it comes to the people and their compassion.
That's
Good to
nice
hear.
It is nice when people actually honor someone who went to defend them or protect them or whatever. That kind of went away for a while in the late 60s, I know, in the early 70s, and thank God it came back. But I'm telling you, the group I grew up with, that era was just hideous. You couldn't believe all that stuff was going on. I suppose World War II, though, before that, back in the 40s, the same situation. But just to hear all these people dying and this and that, it's just, boy, that's tough.
Yeah.
And are problems ever solved? I mean, these days, do wars ever end? Seems like the Vietnam War's been going on to this day.
There's an old saying, you can hate the war, but don't hate the warrior. So
Yeah.
in some
Yep.
cases, I think it lives on. I wanted to go back to something that you said before, Tom, and when it comes to those that we consider unrecoverable, the one thing I wanted to make sure that we let the families know that from a not only a passion standpoint, but from a care factor, that we always say, listen, God gave his only son for our sins. You gave your loved one for our freedom. And for that, we'll never forget. So we make sure we put a heavy emphasis on remembering that sacrifice and the love that we have for that.
That's wonderful. And again, I'm talking about the era I grew up in, watching some of those people, whether it's brothers, cousins, friends, whatever, come home. It did change every one of them, and I'm not saying in a bad way, but they came back and they had changed quite a bit. I suppose
How can you not?
Exactly.
Yeah.
How can you not change, seeing that stuff actually does go on in the world? I don't like right now, I got to be honest with everybody listening, I don't like the way a lot of media now is using hatred to make money. I do not like that at all. And some of the podcasts out there are doing it. They're just nothing but hatred.
Yep.
Who needs it? I don't want to talk about hatred on this show. I want to try to make it a better world if we possibly can. Not that I have the power to do that, but at least be a positive vote. I mean, that's a major problem. And I suppose maybe growing up as a teenager and a little boy in the Vietnam era and all that stuff, that stuck with me. That it's only going to get worse if you don't calm down. It's going to get worse.
It's going to have to be a movement to not engage with the hate slingers.
That's the problem.
It's going to have to stop liking and interacting with the hate slingers, because they get huge engagement. We all know that the more negative they are, the more engagement that they get.
Yep.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. Instagram's not quite so bad, but the rest of them are all terrible.
Right.
You know what? Like, because we always we'll know, right? They say if it bleeds, it leads. Like, that's always been true, right? We know that, like, that
Forever.
is
Yeah.
forever. But what Tom, and I think like you'll fall in line. I mean, you agree with this, is that I don't understand people engaging with this and forgetting that they have ever had a human experience in their life. Like the quickness to be like, well, I hate him, or they're the worst, or this or that. And you go, okay, so you've never had a moment where you've said something embarrassing and you want to jump down this person's throat. Like you've never, you've never pooped your pants in public. Like, I don't know what, you know what I mean? Like, it's like they almost
admit it.
Totally, you know what I mean?
That's
like
a Britney comment.
You know what I mean? Like, if you even just do a mundane of like, oh, I was on a run and somebody filmed me and I pooped my pants, and everyone's like, I can't believe that happened. You've never had that happen to you. Like, everybody always coming from a place of like, well, I'm perfect, and I'm reading that this person did that, and they're like, that blows my mind.
Yeah.
It is
But
pretty
you know what?
amazing.
Isn't it where we have an opportunity to sit down, have an intelligent conversation? You might disagree with one thing, but yet you agree with 99 other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have some common sense.
Well, or just knowing that almost everything online is, little snippets of what somebody said, and it sounds terrible. Oh my God, that person is horrible. But if you listen to the whole thing, that's not what they said at all.
Yeah.
But they just grab those attention-seeking things to humiliate somebody, or, I mean, it's just, like I said, I don't know how you start a movement. Just stop engaging with this stuff, and those people will go away because they're making lots of money off of it.
Totally. And I also think, like, Tom, I mean, you've been in this industry for a while. Like, it's almost embarrassing if you don't grow. So, like, things I've said 10, 15 years ago, if you don't have a moment of like, oh, I don't think that way anymore because I've grown and learned. So I don't understand where it's like people are throwing things in people's faces from 20, 30 years ago. And you're like, I learned, I do better. Now it's like, I don't get that like gotcha mentality from like grabbing people's Twitters from when they're 12. And you're like, they learned and they do better now. Like there's things that we all know, like our grandparents will say, and we're like, well, okay, well, like we don't really say that anymore. But like, it's just like, you should be embarrassed about some things that you've said 10, 20 years ago because you should keep growing.
I'm embarrassed about almost everything I said 20 years ago. I had a quick correction from the audience.
Okay.
I said the worst thing you can do in the military is try to force a cool nickname. Actually, the worst thing you can do is let the other submariners know what pisses you off.
Yeah, that's true.
That's very good.
I think that applies in radio too. Don't ever let them know that bugs you. The minute like Tom or Last Vid would find out something irked me, I'm like, oh no.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, that's gonna be a callback.
Another person wanted to know if we like Red Robin. To go back to our
Yum.
Oh,
Red
you know what?
Robin
I don't think I've
discussion?
ever even
I've
seen
never
one. I
eaten-
don't know where
never
they
have.
are. Where are
Nope.
they?
Oh, they're so good. I worked at one in Egan, and I got to be the bird once a week.
Oh, there you
really?
go.
I can see it. I can see
You're
it.
the Red Robin.
There's one on 55 and 494.
They're good. Their burgers are so
there?
good. And they have bottomless fries. Like they'll keep bringing out fries if you eat your fries.
Wow.
So they kill you?
Great place to bring teens who can't eat enough
Oh,
fries.
yeah. Can you imagine if I was 16 years old
Oh.
and I had bottomless fries?
They'd be like, I'm sorry, you actually have reached the bottom of the fries.
Yep.
Oh, I'm bottomless,
Can't.
but
You're
for
cut
legal
off.
purposes, we can no longer serve you.
This has a bottom. So.
Yeah.
All right. Any closing words as we come to the final break?
Thank you so much for this opportunity to just chat with you about those that are still listed as missing in action. And with all those that are listening today, remember that something is greater than ourselves. So let's go bring them home.
And how do you donate or get involved?
Go right to our website, powmia.vet. You can always reach out. All our information's out on there. And any questions, concerns, email us, whatever you'd like.
Well, we do want you to check in once in a while. And I think it's a good idea for you to check in when Brittany's here, because then you get the male perspective and the female perspective of what actually goes on when you put on a uniform. I think that's a very big deal. I don't know that many people ever approach the fact that not a lot of women get credit for serving, serving in the military, do they? Do you get
It's
a lot
a
of
pretty
credit
new
for
thing,
Well,
relatively.
yeah,
that? Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
It's funny because like I'm both proud of I'm very proud of serving, and
Sure.
that's something that it was a whole portion of my life. But I also like I get overwhelmed. I would never fly in uniform. I usually because people are so amazingly sweet to me.
Yeah.
But not anymore because now I'm not in. But like I should have done that more. But I'll tell you what. So there's at Lifetime there's a veteran spot, Tom, that like you could do parking for veteran. And I used to go, I can't park there because like everyone will assume I'm just abusing that. And then I was like, what? No. Like I gotta start representing. I gotta start showing up. And like, who's gonna step to me anyways? Who's gonna be like that? I'd be so quick to like. But in my head, I was like, I don't look like a veteran, so I can't. And then I was like, well, that's the problem. Like, so it's so interesting you say that because I think. But I mean, if anyone's going to get female veterans credit, probably the guy that's been feeding one for 20 years. So that would be you.
Can I get a heads up on when you're going to go park at the veteran space? And I want to video you combat taking someone down because they gave you shit about the space.
That'd be the best cardio ever. I would love a good workout.
That'd be fantastic.
Well, thank you to both of you. And Brittany, it's so great to have you on the show weekly, Brittany. You're like a member of the family, let's be honest. Scott, you got to come. Well, I'm sorry, you had something to say?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I just got you're so sweet. I was trying to say thank you. I feel that way. You make me feel that way.
Well,
like
it's
you make
kind of
me
a family
feel like
deal.
that. Yeah.
It is a family deal. That's true. Scott, we want you to come back and tell us how well everything's going.
God bless your work.
Love to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Please do.
Yeah, anytime
Hello.
you get an update or anything, just email us. You got the email
Hello.
address? Just send an email and we'll get you on.
Will do.
All right. Thank
Look
you
forward to
both.
it. Thank you.
Both of you behave, and we'll see you. Well, Brittany, we'll see you next week. Scott, we'll see you as soon as you can possibly come back.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
We'll take a break, be right back, and wrap things up right after this.
Brad, John Bryant, Michael Bryant. Michael, what's up?
Dealing with another case where a person gave a statement to the adjuster because they thought the person was really friendly.
Is that a good idea?
Well, the problem is they know the law when they call you up. And while you're trying to be fair and you're trying to get help, the reality is there are questions you get asked that the way you answer them make a big difference. And people put themselves in trouble when they aren't in trouble. They didn't do anything wrong, but suddenly the adjuster's got a statement that can blow up their case completely.
What has caused people to be so untrustworthy, I guess is the best way I could put it? They take advantage.
Well, insurance companies have hired adjusters whose job it is to deal with unrepresented people. So they're supposed to kind of lure them in, call them every day, see how they're doing. And people are like, oh, I'm doing pretty good. Where the reality is they've kind of adjusted to their problem that they've got going on. So it's not that they're completely better, but the way they say it gets to be a problem. And that's why having somebody who can explain your rights, represent you, make sure that you understand the law before you give a statement can make a big difference in your case.
Michael Bryant, Bradshaw and Bryant.
It's time for Wellshire Alzheimer's and Dementia Care Facilities. Wellshire Alzheimer's and Dementia Care Facilities are a place where your loved one will live with pride and dignity. If you care deeply about someone in your life, Wellshire is a place I highly recommend. Wellshire is a memory care focused facility, has a full nursing team, always staffed within the building 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They've never used or relied on any staffing agencies. Wellshire Medina is now accepting elderly waivers after 12 months of private pay. I know them personally, and they're a family-owned local company conveniently located right in Medina and Bloomington. They are the best staffed memory care facility in the state. Wellshire has a robust community with activities 7 days a week. If your loved one is in need of a memory care facility, please get in touch with my friends at Wellshire. Set up a tour or learn more at wellshiremn.com. That's WEALSHIREMN.com. That was a great. I always love it. I didn't know Scott was going to be on. We didn't talk about that, Andy. I love that kind of thing when because Brittany served.
Yeah, I figured it would be a good pairing.
Yes, exactly. Did you hear from Michael Bryant? He's busy this week, is he?
I haven't heard anything from him, actually.
Yeah, because I thought he was going to be on today, but
Well, he said he had a court case coming
he does
up,
have a court case that he's working big time on. So
Is he
I'm
still? I think. Yeah, he's. I think he said he wrapped that one up, but then went right into another one.
right into another one. Yeah,
Being a lawyer for you, court
that's
cases.
very, very true. Oh, look at this, Moby Pete, gotta go. Good show today. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Moby. That's very nice. There's Moby Dick, and now we got Moby Pete. What do you think?
There you go. Moby
Works
Pete's
for me.
been in the chat for
Yeah.
a while.
Yep.
Nice.
I'll tell
I
you
have
honest-
a fun Ethan story to wrap
Oh,
the show
God.
with.
Hurricane
Yep,
Ethan.
it's about you two.
Uh-oh.
So he was singing "Wheels on the Bus" as kids do.
Round and round.
And he was doing the babies on the bus and the driver on the bus and so forth. And I was like, what does the daddy on the bus say? What does the grandpa on the bus say? And so forth. And I wanted to see what he would make up for each of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so I asked what the bop bop on the bus says. And he says, the bop bop on the bus says, I love you.
Aww,
I'm
that's so
sure-
cute. I
I'm
love
sure
that.
Dad will be very happy to hear.
I tell those kids I love them all the time.
No.
'Cause I
And
do.
then
No, Ethan will be his favorite for 2 weeks. He won't be able to stop talking about Ethan.
Well, look
And
at
then
it
I-
this way. Look at the
I
four
asked-
grandkids we have. They're wonderful.
Yeah.
I asked what the Nana on the bus says, and he
Uh-oh.
says, the Nana on the bus says, I love clothes.
What? I love
I
clothes.
love clothes.
I love clothes.
I love
Where
this.
did he get that from?
I love this story.
Maybe he notices all your, he's seen your closet. You got a lot of clothes.
No.
No.
So,
No, that's not
Some
it.
of it's 100 years old, so
that's true.
I don't
'Cause,
throw a lot of stuff away.
If you think about the context of
Oh, yeah.
Melissa and I share one
Of clothes.
normal sized closet. All of our clothes fit in one little closet.
Yeah.
And then he
that's
comes
true.
over here and you have a walk-in closet. He's never seen anything like that before. So he's like, wow, she must really love clothes.
And I consider my walk-in closet to not be a very big walk-in closet.
God, in Golden Valley, you
Well.
had a bedroom-sized closet. I
It
It
remember
was
that.
another room.
That
fantastic.
was quite the closet.
It was fantastic.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was early last week, and I was like, that's an interesting
Well, the
story.
thing about Minnesota is you buy a winter coat and you wear it for, a lot of the season
You do.
and you get sick of it. So then you see another winter coat that's on sale, but your other winter coat still is in perfectly good shape. So you think, well, I'll use that winter coat for walking the dog or whatever. Well, pretty soon you're just, you're switching back and forth. And then then all of a sudden you just start wearing the newer one because it's cozier, or the zipper doesn't stick or whatever, but you still keep the old one. And pretty soon you've got 5 coats in your closet.
I just wear a winter coat until someone buys me a new winter coat because they're like, Please
Yeah,
get
I've
rid of
done
the
that
old
with
one.
you because I'm like, I'm so sick of looking at that coat. He's had
Yeah.
it for 20 years. I can't
Oh, God,
see
I had that-
him. That
I had that one.
navy and yellow one forever.
Ever and ever.
It
Yep.
was a good coat, but yeah,
Indeed.
I just get tired of wearing the same thing over and over
No,
again.
I don't
All
care.
right, Andy, when are you going to schedule your trip down here? Because I know you're coming.
I don't know. With a 1-year-old,
February, March,
it would be so much to do.
April.
I mean, if anything,
Take the train.
what we would want to do is we would want to drive down with like the animals and everything and just stay down there for like 2 months. But
Ooh,
Well, why don't you do that?
I don't
be
know.
fun.
That's also a lot of. Well, for one, where would we even stay at this point? Everything's booked up, I'm sure.
nah, you can find stuff.
We could find stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yep.
we have to stay over in the old house.
Yeah, there you go. You just go
Half an
back
hour
there.
away.
yeah. Imagine the new owners' faces if you showed up.
Hello, I
Very
used to
funny,
own this
actually.
place. Well, my parents used to own this place years ago, and now I'm
We
taking
hear
it
no
over.
one likes him.
Uh-oh.
The guy that bought our old house. Everybody.
Oh, God,
Everybody
no,
has
man.
nothing nice to say about
They
him.
do
That's a
not like
shame.
him at all.
It is.
All
There's
right.
a lot of that down there, isn't there?
Yep.
Because in the house before that, there was that one couple on the block that.
Yeah, when we were talking about people that hate kids, they were kid
Oh,
haters.
God.
Yeah.
They
You
sure
guys,
were.
you guys would be playing outside, and at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and they couldn't take a nap outside on their lanai. It's like
Oh,
there's
darn.
children here. Do you
Yeah.
expect everybody to be, sorry, we can't make any noise all day long? You moved into an area
It's
that
a
has
neighborhood.
children.
Yep,
Yeah,
it's a neighborhood.
I know. If you don't want children around, then move into a 55 plus place or a condo, a small condo that doesn't have many children in it. Just,
But then the grandkids will be visiting, and it's
yeah. Oh, that's true.
Well, the upside to this is that his wife next door hated me more than they hated everything else.
Oh,
so
I
that was
started
good.
a battle royale with her.
You did, yeah.
I kind of regret it now, but I
was
was so
great.
mad.
I remember one time I got done with the show because I do the show from wherever we're staying at that particular time. I walked out and that woman was yelling at you and Alex about how much noise you were making, and I said, I just did a radio show. I didn't hear one peep of the whole thing, but she just insisted you guys did nothing but scream.
It's a lot of intolerant human beings.
I guess. All right, Andy, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yes, we'll be here. I'm talking to someone on the chat. Apparently.
Jude.
Judy. Oh, did you
he
hear?
jumped up on
As
the
soon as you
goodbye.
say "all right,"
Yeah, all right,
you've
he
got
gets
that
a-
one tone, and he comes over. He knows the
Just
show's
tell us
over.
what happened. I don't know.
Good.
For legal reasons, probably not.
Say
You never
hi.
know if they're going to try to sue.
Yeah, there
And
you go.
I don't know what happened. I was young. We moved out of that place when I was
Oh, you're a good
15.
boy. No, they were just constantly bitching. Our
Yep.
pool heater was too noisy. Our
Your pool heater needs to be quieted.
yeah.
Yep. All right, talk to you tomorrow, Andrew.
Yes. Hold on. Let me just cue up the outro music. Someone in the chat was talking about maybe apparently Nick DiPaolo wanted to be on the show. So
Yeah. Oh,
we're going to
does
get
he?
that set up.
Or
Apparently.
you got his number?
Email address, I think.
I
We're gonna-
had
I'm
his number,
talking to
but
someone about it.
I think the number I have now. I tried to call him, and it doesn't
That's
work.
weird because usually
I've changed my number 6 years ago because of
I
all the
know, but-
spam, and now I'm getting spam every day again. All of a sudden.
I
Oh, yeah.
know. Just it takes
Horrible.
just
Oh,
one
yeah.
person to. Well, I went on. It's Experian, TransUnion, and what's the other one? The credit
know.
reporter people.
God, I have
Oh.
no
So, and I
idea.
froze all my credit because we were talking about that, and I'm like, there's no reason to not do that. I'm not going to get any credit cards. We're not buying anything. I already own my car outright. I'm
That's
not
true.
getting any loans whatsoever. Well, I find out that my social security number is on the dark web.
Great.
So it's a good thing
Everyone's
that
is.
I did that. And now I'm getting spam from Experian, TransUnion, and whatever the other one is.
Equifax.
Yeah, Equifax. You need to get a full report on blah, blah, blah. It's like,
I
what am I going to
know.
do about it? What am I going to do about it? If I freeze my credit, then that's pretty much all I can do anyway, right?
All you can do.
Yeah. So I should do that with your stuff too.
Probably,
Everybody
yeah.
should do that, I think. If you're not buying anything, just freeze your credit, and then nobody can take out any loans or anything in your name.
I think we should just go back to a barter economy where you trade eggs for rice.
Yeah, there you go.
Can't
All
have
right.
your identity stolen if all you have to your name is a couple chickens.
That's true.
All right, Andy, we'll say hello to your family and talk them into coming down.
I'll see what I can do, but I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
started this saying that Bop Bop said, I love you.
Exactly.
Oh,
You got
we're
it.
gonna get away
He's
from
going to be
that.
all boo-hooey about
Probably
that.
right.
Yeah.
I will not. I don't care about family at all. All right, see you later. Bye.
Bye. Oh, Andy, stay on.
Okay.
Stay on after.
Stay on after. Okay, I will stay on after. Bye, audience.
Bye, audience.